I did not yell. I did give a few. What the hell are you doing? I did give a few of them.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
I'm gonna say Zion Hill.
Is that dude in a swing?
I'm sick and sick with it, vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it, spit and deliver it. The time froze, under current, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels, got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything slow. You know how to drop beat, said anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see your broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. The shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We never getting that $1 million.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody, man? Jade Hoop Scout, Shot 30 Clock, man. Boston Hard Network, we're here, we live and direct, man. Just wanted to do a little touch up real quick, and just cover some of the teams that's going to be participating in the UIL state championships that will be taking place this weekend. Man, we had a lot of good games that took place on this past Tuesday. A lot of really epic games. Definitely gonna wait for my guy Rob to hop on, man. Y'all be praying for our fellow co-host Doug D. Jones, man. D. Jones he's feeling a little bit under the weather. Not nothing serious, just feeling under the weather. A little flu bug hit him, man. So y'all definitely be in prayers with my boy, man. Lift him up, man. In prayers. Baller Plug will be on a little bit later as well. If he gets done and we're not done by the time he hops on, he will be hopping on as well. But before we get to doing all the coverage from all the games that took place this past weekend, I do want to let y'all know, man, AU season is upon us. It's here. It is here, man. Be sure that you guys get registered. These are all the Boston Hard events. You have the warm-up taking place March 28th to 30th. The exhibit, April 4th through 5th, Spring Classic, which is a tournament, the 11th through 13th. Dunking on the Coast, another tournament, big success last year, May 23rd to 25th. We got the Top 80 Showcase, was huge last year. That'll be on June 16th, followed by the pre-TABC exhibition. That was a really good event for us last year as well. And then the Shot Clock Invitational, that is the heavy hitter. That's the event that teams want to just mark on their schedule right now. It's not going to work like that. You can put it there tentatively, but it cannot stay there permanently. But tentatively, you can have it on the schedule for your parents to see. That is a qualifying event. You have to qualify to participate in that event. And we gave y'all 2 opportunities to qualify. I'll bring it back up one more time. That is with the Spring Classic. If you win your division in the Spring Classic, low major, mid major, or high major division, you get a bid to the Shot Clock Invitational. Same thing goes for Dunking on the Coast. If you win your division, low major, mid major, or high major division on Dunking on the Coast, you also get an automatic bid to the Shot Clock Invitational. Everybody else is going to go by the power ranking, and that's how the invites will be sent out. Invites will be sent out on June the 1st, and teams will have 10 days to respond if they will be participating or not participating in the event, man. So you definitely want to get tapped in with that, as well as Doug Dozen Classic that's taking place May 16th through 18th. 325. It's team registration, multiple team discount, sponsored by West Loop. Make sure that you guys get signed up. That will be during the live period. Make sure that you guys get signed up, man, and get that taken care of today. Yeah, Doug, man, I just told everybody to lift you up in prayer. You feeling under the weather, man. like I told him, it wasn't nothing serious. Just little flu bug done bit my guy, man. So y'all definitely make sure that y'all lift him up in the air. Lift him up, man. Keep him in y'all prayers, man, that he gets well, man. Definitely, man. That's our brother, our co-host, D Jones, Doug Jones, man. So y'all make sure that y'all say a prayer for my guy, man. Say a prayer for him, man. Yeah, T Martin, man, we're gonna get to that here in a minute, man. We're gonna get to the matchups. We're gonna talk about the matchups. Um and but before we do that, man, definitely need y'all to share the show, man. Y'all gotta share the show before we get to that point, man. Share it right now. Run it. Let's run up these numbers real quick. And we definitely gonna share that. Before we get there, just a couple tidbits before we get to all the UIL talk. Um Anybody who was not going to UIL, if you're not gonna go to San Antonio this weekend, we got two big tournaments taking place, college tournaments taking place here in the greater Houston area this weekend. Shouts out to University of St. Thomas. They won the conference. They won the conference tournament. They got a nice bid into the NCAA Division III tournament field of 64. They get to host the first two rounds. That is on this Friday and Saturday at the University of St. Thomas. The first game on Friday at 5:00 is California. I can't remember the name. Team from California is playing against Hardin Simmons. And then the 7:00 game is University of St. Thomas versus a team from Oregon called Lewis and Clark that features Griffin Thatcher, who was here. He went to Oak Ridge High School and then finished off his high school career at Concordia Lutheran. He is playing on that Lewis and Clark team that's out of Oregon. Then the winner of those two games will meet on Saturday. And then whoever wins that Saturday matchup will advance to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division III tournament. So that will be taking place at the University of St. Thomas. Always mess up the name. Jerebick Center, I want to say. Athletic Center. I want to say that's what it's called. At University of St. Thomas. So make sure if you're not going to San Antonio, you can still pull it up on your NFHS on the phone, tap in, watch it. But also, if you just want to be in the mix of really good basketball, we got the D3 tournament that is taking place here at University of St. Thomas, as well as Region 13 JUCO taking place at Lee College as well this weekend. So there's going to be a lot of good basketball play right here in the city if you cannot make it to San Antonio. But definitely y'all want to still tap in on the NFHS and make sure that y'all show support to these guys who we've been talking about all season, the good, the bad, our disappointments, all of it, our prediction that's went wrong, everything that has happened and taken place, man. We definitely want to support. It's all for fun. This is for entertainment, even though it is resourceful. We do drop a lot of knowledge on here. But in the end, we do it for fun. We don't have to do this. We don't have to take time out of our schedules, but we choose to. We definitely choose to. And next year will be some changes. It's going to be some changes next year. We're going to get back to the nitty gritty of what it was with video game recaps, a lot of coaches interviews, player interviews, all that. But y'all going to have to pay to see it. We're not going to give it to y'all for free, man. I'm gonna give that to y'all for free. But before we tap all the way in, man, let's bring on one of our co-hosts, man, to the stage.
One thing you'll never see me do, and that's giving up. That money, you right, can't get enough. Pump pressure to the game, and I ain't letting up.
Hey, Rob, where you at? Oh, there you go. There you go.
What's up, people? What's up?
Man, what's going on, Rob, man? What's the word, my brother?
Hey, man. First, I don't know if you did this because my computer was tripping, so I had to get on my phone. But I wanted to give a RIP shout out to former mayor and congressman of Houston, Sylvester Turner, who passed away in the wee hours of the morning. 70 years old. He had a esteemed political career. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way back from when I was a child, I remember he ran against somebody in the early 90s. I was a little baby reading about it in the Houston Post. You know what I'm saying? CG, you don't know nothing about the Post, man. The Post was
I
better than
don't,
the Chronicle.
and you and baby don't sound right, brother. But I got you.
I was a little lad. But nah, man, I wanted to give a RIP condolences to Sylvester Turner and his family, man. He was tapped in with the basketball community. He used to come through to the season opener at Jimmy's event for the last couple of years and show his face and support for the community. So, you know, I just wanted to say that. And then, you know, man, congratulations. I know we're going to get deeper into it, but congratulations to all, you know what I'm saying, the greater Houston teams that advanced to the state championship games. I watched at least 5 to 7 minutes of everybody's game, including like Duncanville, Allen, Mansfield Summit, and Colleen Ellison. I watched some of everybody's game. I watched Kuntz in San Antonio, Cole, Harlan, everybody. So, you know, I know y'all haven't seen me, but I still been paying attention and tapped in. So yeah, man, I know we gonna get into it, but it's a lot to talk about, man. So let's get to it. I know you ain't really on this like me, G-Day, but we got six from the 4A to the 6A, 6 Houston versus DFW matchups, man.
We do a lot of big
6. So,
matchups, man.
you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We go lay it to smack it down on their ass, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how you feeling this year, man? I wish I had Paul Miranda's email, man. Right now, I wish I can bring Paul Miranda on the show, man. For those who don't know, man, that's our guy from the DFW, Paul Miranda, man. He be talking crazy to us at state.
Nah, Terrence, boy, you missing one, brother. It's 6. It's Booker T versus Kimball. It's Wheatley versus Kennedale. It's Westbrook versus Birdville. It's Mansfield Summit versus Marshall. Denton Geyer versus Jordan. Duncanville versus it's 6. Because Kennedale and Birdville are part of the DFW area. Hell nah, whoever fold the 3 hoops, y'all finna get y'all ass whipped.
43, that's my boy, man. That's Craig, Big Craig.
Craig Smith?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he a friend of the show. Oh, yeah, Craig. Y'all finna get y'all ass whooped. Hold on, I gotta go back though. See, they ain't seen me in real form in a couple of months, G-Day. You know what I'm saying? They think a brother went on a little sabbatical. But I told you I was gonna be energized today. I want to say this first of all to Tone, Alamo City Hoops, my guy, been my guy for a long time. To One Eye Scout, Country, Kevin Howell. You thought you was getting back to state. And you thought that because you won the battle in the preseason, that meant something. But that Celtic Henderson had it on his mind last night.
Talk about it, Rob.
We taking it, Terrence. I know that Beaumont, they don't like to be, but we are taking it. I don't care. They know I don't care. I don't care. If Kuntz win, that's a win for Houston. I don't care. I'm taking it. But
we support them all year, man.
Oh, for sure. Elijah Garrett, our guy, for sure. Terry Satchel, all them dudes, man. Coach Martin. Coach Thomas, Michael Thomas, I'm sorry. Let me get back to this real quick. Shelton might not remember this, but I remember this. I can't remember exactly where we was, but I say Shelton, what type of legacy you trying to leave at Bel Air? Shelton said, I want to be, he said, legendary, right? I said, be the first MFer to take Coach Glover to state, and you'll be one of the best ever. And I'll be dang gone.
So where does he fall? Even though
If they win,
he
the best ever.
Okay, if he win, he the best ever.
If he wins, if they win, Shelton Henderson is the best basketball player ever to come out of Bel Air High School.
What if they lose, but he still made it there? He's still the only one who made it.
Top 3.
Even though he made it and nobody else made it? We just talking about their high school career, though.
I know.
Okay. I'm just checking, man.
I mean,
I ain't been here that long.
I'm saying it could be subjectively because, you know, it's some people that went to school with Jay and Emeka that's going to have that. Like how the argument is with Brun and Mike, right? Like, ain't nobody never finna tell me that somebody better than Mike. And I seen Mike with my own eyes, right? So
I'm with you.
You get what I'm saying? So I was saying top 3 because it's subjective, you know, like, but you know how I am, I would say he number 1 because he did something that ain't nobody else ever did. You know what I'm saying? But it's first of all, I ain't gonna say there's no media guys. Doug is the most respected media guy from the Golden Triangle. I'm not gonna say it's not none, but with voices like ours, it's not many. Number 2, they don't hate us that much because when we write about them and we do videos on them, they repost them. They talk to us when they come down here. So I know y'all not trying to. Y'all always bring up that argument about Boomer Nutty Houston. Duncanville ain't in the Metroplex, but every time they win, y'all MFers be claiming them titles. Duncanville ain't nowhere connected in the Metroplex, but y'all still be taking them titles when PV win. So I don't want to hear about that. Because then here come the next argument. I can hear Glenn Smith. Boomer 99 miles away from the nearest town in Houston. Hey, I don't give a damn if it's 25 miles or it's 99 miles. Duncanville is not connected to the Metroplex of Dallas. So bump that. Anyway, back to my soliloquy. Yeah, they not going to say nothing to y'all about it. Who is in Duncanville doing media, Craig? Hey, man, if Craig want to talk, bring him on the show. Since Craig got a lot to say. Because Craig, we gonna whoop some ass when we go to San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched the Kennedale game. Y'all ain't got nothing for my boy Quentin Sanders. Not a nothing. We gonna watch that. Pause. Anyway, man, let me get back to my soliloquy. San Antonio, y'all thought y'all had some. Didn't quite work out for y'all. Kingston Fleming, I respect you. You did a whole bunch of yapping when you was in Houston. I got the phone calls. You was talking in the camera, da-da-da-da-da. And then you came to TSU in the trade, and we shut it down, baby. You know what I'm saying? We shut it down. LJ Andrews, I owe you some Chick-fil-A when I see you, my brother. I owe you some. But, yeah, man, Shelton was a man amongst boys, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go down the list, you know, Mason Donald, 24, 25 points. You know what I'm saying? Samuel Johnson had a big game against Austin LBJ. It was a collective win for Wheatley with Marquand Elder and Quentin Sanders and Hamilton and Peter Dorsey and all those guys. Elijah Garrett dropped 31 against the number 1 team in the state. And that was a bad dude, Billy White, and a bad team they beat. Them dudes is cold, man. Doug say San Antonio Cole just got a tour of Katie Taylor. They so did. They scored 14. They scored 14 points in the first half. I was like, wow. Who else, man? Who else? Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Marshall with their defense. Marshall held the team to 29 points in 32 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, you know, the thing about Jordan and Harlan was that was their third game against each other. And every time the other team didn't have a starter. So this was the first time they matched up and everybody was in full arms. And we seen how that came about. But shout out to my guy, man. It's my guy, Josiah Jones, one of the best 10th grade point guards in Texas. It's my guy, man. And then we seen the monster performance from Shelton Henderson, 26 and 20, I think. 24 and 20, one of them. LJ had 16. You know what I'm saying? Brennan shot 5 for 34 from the 3-point line. So yeah, man, we right back in it. I don't know where my co-host went, but Terrence Martin say Willie about to cap Kennedale. Yeah, I seen Kennedale yesterday. I told y'all Shelton Henderson runs H-Town and he's locked in going on 3 weeks and counting. Yeah, man. Shelton playing like a senior that want to win. He ain't really shooting no jumpers. Shelton was going to that goal, put that arm up, hitting boys out the way, and laying that thing up. And boys was moving out the way. Hey, when I seen Shelton go over somebody back and grab a rebound 2 hands like this, I say, oh yeah, he locked in. He for sure locked in. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a shout out to what's my man named Egypt Gibbs, because he played phenomenal defense on Kingston. He wasn't really worried about.
Nah, Shelton going to Duke, my brother. He's not.
Nah, Shelton staying at Duke. He's not leaving.
Sir.
He's going to the Brotherhood. But shout out to Egypt Gibbs, man. He was a glue guy that don't get a lot of recognition outside of the big three. But he had to play big minutes. He really wasn't worried about offense. He played great defense. You're not going to shut a player of Kingston Fleming's caliber down, but he did a good job of bodying up at the initial contact and keeping Kingston off of his spots. And that's all you can ask for. And he didn't put him on the foul line like that. I watched the game between Allen and Duncanville. You know, shout out to Miss what's Tyler Smith mama name?
LaShawn.
Miss LaShawn. You know what I'm saying? Millie, y'all my peoples, man. I love y'all. Cam, my peoples, I love them. You know what I'm saying? Coach Peavy, been knowing him for a while. But yeah, I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't that impressed. You know what I'm saying? Allen, Paul Miranda talking that stuff today to my Allen got, man, that game was close. Shout out to Beckham Black. He hit them free throws at the end. You know what I'm saying? To put them up by 3. But yeah, I was tapped in last night, G-Day. I'm gonna let you jump on in here because I feel like I just came in and took over, but
I know you good. You ain't been on in a minute, man. Man, y'all, I know y'all ain't never seen G-Day with hair, but this is G-Day with hair, my brother. Y'all see the line is pushed back, brother.
Sure.
It don't even grow in right. Hey, when you start getting older, you don't even care.
Nah.
But no, man, a lot of good matchups yesterday, man. But let's get into it. Let's look at some of these matchups, and we'll recap a little bit of last night as well, man. First, we're going to start off with D2 3A state championship matchup between Paradise 30-6 versus Kuntz Lions 37-2. Let's go, Mason Donald, Zach Sells, Cardell Lowe, and company, man. Let's get it done. The girls went down there. They handled business last week. The boys' turn on Thursday, man. Definitely going to be tapped in. Going to have it on the smart board at the school. All the kids is going to watch Kuntz get that dub at state, man. 3A Division II. Kuntz is averaging 78.8 points per game in the playoffs with a victory margin of a plus 33.6 point per game victory margin. Paradise is averaging 48 points per game in the playoffs, and they have had a plus 10 victory margin throughout the playoffs, man. I think this is going to be a really, really lopsided victory. I got Kuntz by 25 or 30 over Paradise in the 3A Division II state championship game. You talked about a little bit earlier, man. Mason Donald, this whole playoffs has been on a tear. Been putting up really solid numbers, man. Definitely big shouts out to that kid, man. He's doing his thing. A couple of college coaches have been tapped in with him, as well as Zach Sells. Zach Sells may have not been putting up 20 plus like he's been, but he's been getting hella steals, assists, making the right reads, right plays. At state, man, I expect for this dynamic duo of a backcourt to have a heck of a day, man. I'm excited to watch this group play, man. Man, I just know they're gonna take care of business, Rob. Man, what you got, man? I know they're gonna take care of business, man.
They locked in, man. I watched snippets of a couple of their playoff games, man, and they was just destroying dudes. And no disrespect to Paradise, because you gotta have some talent to be on this level, but I just think they haven't played nobody in respect to what they're gonna see from Kuntz, man. I expect them to win by 20 plus, like you said. I expect it to be a high octane up and down game, a lot of steals, a lot of layups, and make history, man. That's one of the first times that the girls and the boys won in the same year.
Yeah, man.
So it's gonna be a big parade in Kuntz.
It definitely is, man. Make sure y'all share the show for us real quick. Whatever platform you're on, Twitter, retweet it. If you're on Facebook, make sure you share it to your groups. Same thing with YouTube, man.
I love you too, Dre McDonald. I love you too, brother.
But nah, man. Yeah, this is big for the city of Kuntz, man. To the girls' side and the boys' side. The boys, what's crazy is the boys went to the girls' state championship game on Thursday.
Yes.
Turned around and played Friday.
Yep.
Got a big dub, 66-42 victory over King. Then turned around Tuesday, took care of San Antonio. Man, I was so glad y'all beat the stuffing out of San Antonio Cole, man. As my guy Doug Jones said earlier, man, San Antonio Cole came down just to get a tour of Katy Taylor High School, man. That's what they came for. They came for the tour of Katy Taylor High School because the Kuntz Lions was not playing with them, man. Take no prisoners, man. Foot on the gas the whole entire game, man. Love to see it, man. Shout out to Archie for Every Young Films. He was there to capture the game. I watched his recap back on YouTube, man. Man, just shout out to those kids, man. They came. Mason Donald participated in the Prospect Expo. They came and they played with their AU program, GT Elite, 409 Wildcats, and the Dunkin' on the Coast, and got an invitation that came and played in the Shot Clock Invitational as well. So we already knew they was good last year. We knew them coming back, they was gonna be even better. Cardell Lowe made a big splash during the summer. Had a really, really good season for Kuntz as well. He's the underclassman guy. He definitely is going to be a low next year for Kuntz as well. They may take a small little dip, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're just talking about right here and right now. We living in the moment, prisoners of the moment, man. Go Kuntz Lions.
For sure.
Next up, man, we got the next 3A matchup, man. Tatum versus Columbus. Now I know y'all like Columbus, man. Hey, on Max Preps, if you just type in like Greater Houston and you looking for the scores and schedule, Columbus always comes up as it's being a part. They lump them in because we're the closest, biggest city to Columbus, so they lump them in with us. And they got our guy Grayson Rigdon down there rocking and rolling. Boy's been putting up big numbers, averaging over 40 points per game in the playoffs. He's been hooping, getting it done. Grayson won state football 3A this year, looking to turn right around and win this basketball championship 3A boys. And not just that, put us back on the screen. Grayson won 1A last year, basketball and football.
No. He lost basketball. They lost.
Did they lose?
They lost.
Hey, he hooped. It felt like he won.
He had 40 something.
Yeah,
He was averaging
40.
50.
It felt like they won, but
yeah, he got 3. He got 4. He got 4 state championships in football.
Yeah,
so,
4 in football.
This is second time at state. If you
For
haven't
basketball.
seen Electric Score, go see Mr. Rigdon. He gonna give it his all. He
Oh yes,
tough.
sir, man.
He can shoot, athletic. Hey, he gonna give you your money's worth, man. If the Coons game first,
Yep.
hey, if y'all going for the Coons game and y'all don't gotta leave right after that, y'all might want to watch Columbus to y'all Coons fans. Cause Columbus gonna give you a show, for sure. I don't know who Tatum got, but I tried to tell people.
It don't matter.
From Unalaska, hey, they didn't believe it. They had to call me last night and say, you was right.
Hey,
but,
man, it don't matter who Tatum got, man. Grayson
shout out
Rigdon.
to Unalaska, though, man, because they had a great
Yeah.
season.
Shout out Coach Trey and company, man. They got a young kid over there who's pretty good. I like what I seen from him last night. And then even I watched another game of their 2 more games. I watched a total 3 on the last 4 on the last. I watched 4 on the last games this year. Matter of fact. He got a bright future, man. He got potential. He got a chance. And next year he's gonna have a big season for Unalaska.
Sure.
But that Columbus was just too much. Grayson Rigdon was hot from the gate in that game, man. They end up losing 84-62 in the state semifinal. But you can expect to see Unalaska back next year for sure.
Yeah.
In the same predicament, and hopefully they advance to the state championship game next year.
Coach Jones, what's up, my guy? I'm gonna speak about y'all.
We're gonna get to y'all in a minute. We on 3A right now, man.
3A. I'm gonna speak on y'all.
3A, man. But yeah, man, shout out Columbus, man. Grayson Rigdon is a monster. Columbus is averaging 81.2 points per game during the playoff run with a plus 82 point margin. Tatum is averaging 72 points per game in the playoff run, but they have a plus 25.2 margin. But I still feel Columbus is just going to be just too much, man. I don't think they seen a Grayson Rigdon on the opposing side of the floor. Man, hey, if he hitting, I know it's hard to shoot at state.
But he been there before, though.
He been there before. And he hit big shots at state last year. But if he hitting the way he was hitting, he was just feeling it against Alaska, man, when I watched the game. If he hitting it like that, it's going to be a long day for Tatum.
Because you got to come out there. And when you come out there, whoop.
Yeah.
Right around.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day for Tatum, man. All right, now, moving on to 4A, man, we're going to start with D2. Yeah, I know my guy Rob excited about this one, man. Them Wildcats.
Yes, sir.
From the nickel.
Yes, sir.
From the nickel, man. Wheatley Wildcat. Shout out Houston ISD Wheatley Wildcat for making it to the state championship game. 4A D2. They are taking on Kennedale, who is 32-7. Wheatley is 28-7 on the season. Quentin Sanders, man. That's all I gotta say, man. All right, we're gonna get it back real quick. Rob, where does Quentin Sanders fall in the all-time greats for Wheatley, bro?
I don't want to be disrespectful to the Eddie Combos and all them dudes in the 70s and stuff that I didn't get to see. But I tweeted.
You got to go off of what you seen.
Yeah, I tweeted this. From what I seen from the 90s with the Jermaine Lewises and the Randy Dwellinghams, and going up into the 2000s with the Dwayne Reeds and the Shaq Burrells, the Mitchell Fields, the Kevin Waynes, and all those dudes. I seen all those teams. You know what I'm saying? Pootie, Charles Shaw, all them dudes. If Quentin Sanders wins a state championship for Wheatley High School, he would be in the top 5 of the guards that I ever seen for Wheatley. Because it's a that the lineage is great. And back then they was in 5A, so that's a different level of competition. But yeah, I tweeted that out. Like, we gotta start talking about him as one of the greatest guards ever. You know what I'm saying? In Wheatley lineage history. Crazy part is, and that's something y'all did. I looked at the song, think y'all said this. 20 years ago, Burrell went to state with Wheatley as a player. Marquand Elder's dad, Quan Pacino, was on that team also. You know what I'm saying? And now 20 years later, Burrell is coaching like the Dorseys. The Dorseys is like a family in Fifth Ward. It's a lot of them. I went to school with some Dorseys. They family lineage is big. So like a lot of the Dorseys, the older Dorseys went to school with Burrell. Like Marquand's elder dad was on the same basketball team with Burrell. So it's like family almost. It's like his nephews. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just I tip my hat to Burrell because coming from where we come from, and even on that team, it's some dudes on that team that's, got it caught in situations and stuff like that. Burrell was always loyal to the team, but he always was himself, right? The same David Burrell you see today, the humble, quiet dude, is the same way he was at 15, 16, 17 years old. Like, you never really seen Dave just mad like that. And so I always admired and respected that about him. You know what I'm saying? And then it was questions about the hire and is he going to be able to restore the tradition? Well, I think he answered everybody's question because my brother made history and is leading the Wildcats down I-10, and we coming back with the tip, baby. And we going to the Metro Transit Center, and we finna ride the trophy around the Fifth Ward sign 5 times, dog, because that's gonna be big for that community, man.
Yeah. Dave Parker got a question for you, Rob, because I wasn't here in 2014.
Is he talking about Aaron Mike Davis? Because 2014, he got hurt around the playoff talk. Oh, no. He talked about what's my man? Keyshawn. Yeah, Keyshawn. Keyshawn was a good guard. He played with Herb Baker guy, Tavario Miller. He blew his ACL out. But Josh Gray is another one. Rustin Haywood is another one. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Mike Davis, that Coach Patrick brought with him from St. Pius that went to Texas Tech. He was a white kid. He was another one. Randy Lewis, my God. It's just guards that nobody really never heard that was nice. And Dre, you're right. I did not graduate from Wheatley, but I am from Fifth Ward, though. 1114 West Street. Go look that up on the map, baby. I am known, not the street dude, but I am known in the hooping circles, and I am from Fifth Ward, so I am going to be celebrating, man. I wish I could be there.
Yes, sir, man. We definitely pulling for Wheatley, man. Coach Burrell, Quentin Sanders, Cameron Hamilton, Peter Dorsey, Eldridge, Goldsmith, all of them, man. All the kids on the team, man. We pulling for y'all, man. Get this done, man. Take care of business. Get the dub. Wheatley been averaging 79.2 points per game during their playoff run with a plus 13.6 point margin. Kennedale averaging 71.8 points per game during their playoff run with a plus 14 margin. I think it's going to be a really good game. But I think Wheatley's just going to be a little too much, man. Quentin Sanders is on a mission, man.
For sure.
So definitely big shots out to them. Sticking with the HISD, man. 4A D1 state championship battle, man. Dallas Kimball versus Booker T. Washington. Kimball is a load. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. Dallas Kimball is tough. But I'm still pulling for Booker T, man. Nobody expected them to be here. Nobody predicted them to win district.
No.
They just had a lot going against them, and they have defied all odds, man. And here they stand for the final game of the regular season at the Alamo Dome, man. Rob, what you got, man?
Man, shout out to Coach Jesse Shelton, man. 2004 state championship winner with Jones, with Daniel Gibson and Big Doug Smith. Doug Smith actually hit the game-winning layup in the Irwin Center to give them the win. Um, and then he went on and played. Dre McDonald played for him at Eisenhower. We went over there and won some more. Man, Coach Shelton got those kids through all that turmoil at the beginning of the season, the coaching change, and has defied odds and expectations the whole year, man. Like you said, G-Day, nobody picked them to win district. They went district. Nobody expected them to get past the third round. And Sam Johnson, shout out to Sam Johnson. It's the best version of Sam Johnson we ever saw. And I think that when you're led by a good coach, it exudes confidence into players to win games that they might not have won otherwise. And the players still got to play, but I got to give a great congratulations to Coach Shelton, man, because he could have been kicked back chilling. So, but he went right back into it. And, hey, we done went this far. Why not keep going, man? Why not slay the dragon, man? You know what I'm saying?
Booker T averaging 74.2 points per game with a plus 15.4 point margin during their playoff run. Dallas Kimball averages 72.6 points per game, but they have a plus 32 point per game margin during their playoff run.
Yeah.
Really big numbers for Kimball, man, but definitely pulling for Booker T in this one, man.
For sure.
Definitely pulling for Booker T in this game. Next up, man. Next up, we got 5A, man, and we're gonna go 5A D2, and that is none other than Mansfield Summit versus Thurgood Marshall.
Yes, sir.
Let's go Fort Bend Marshall, man. Marshall 37-2 on the season. Summit 32-7 on the season, man. I was actually shocked that Summit took care of Ellison. I was looking forward to an Ellison versus Marshall state championship game, as Ellison has knocked out Marshall 2 years in a row in the region championship. And I just felt like this was been the best storyline if Marshall played Ellison in the state championship game and beat them. But we get Summit instead. It don't matter. Summit, Ellison, they gonna lose regardless whoever it was, man. So, you know, we definitely going for Fort Bend Marshall, man. Shout out Coach Courtney, legendary coach, Coach Armand, man. Kevin Sargent, Ian Lowe, Jaden Jones.
Yeah.
What's my guy, the guard? Can't think of his name. Armani Theus.
Yes.
Just the whole roster, man. Y'all go get it done. Go take care of business. Don't get to San Antonio and start doing something you never done, because you already know. Coach gonna have you sitting down, brother. You get out here and try to do something we ain't been doing all season. Coach Courtney, he gonna holler at you, let you know. I got a spot right here next to me, brother. You can watch the game like I'm watching this game. If you're not going to execute and do what I want you to do. But yeah, man, definitely pulling for Marshall, man. Rob, I already know who you're pulling for, but what you got, man?
Yeah, no, yeah, we know who I'm going for. I got the legend, man. And if you don't know who the legend is, go look up 2001, 2002, 75-1, man. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back state champions. Ben took another team from Marshall with Jabari Rice and all those guys to the state. I was there. They lost. But yeah, I got Marshall. Mansfield Summit tough. They got a 6-7 post. I was watching a couple of their games last night. He pretty tough, but I don't see them M block, baby. M block. That's all I got to say. M block, baby.
Yeah, Kevin Sargent is a beast, man.
Yes,
so,
he is.
I don't care if you 6'11". He gonna block your shot and he gonna score on you.
go.
And he's 6'5".
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely Mo City for the win on this one, man.
For sure.
Pulling for the Buffaloes to get the win, man. In this one, it should be a good game. Craig was 43 hoops. That's our guy up in Dallas, the DFW. He said he got something by 7. It's gonna be a good one, but I got Marshall by like 8 and 9, man.
Yeah.
8 and 9. 8 and 9. It should be a good one. Forbin Marshall's averaging 54.8 points per game during their playoff run with a plus 17.8 victory margin. Mansfield Summit is averaging 56.4 points per game with a plus 19 win margin for them, man. So this should be a really good game. But I just think I just think that Marshall's going to be a little bit too much for Mansfield Summit. And this one, man, up next, man, staying with 5A, man. 5A D1, you got Birdville versus Westbrook Bruins. Let's go, Bruins. Let's get it done, man. Birdville 35-3 on the season. Westbrook 37-2 on the season. Westbrook averaging 59.2 points per game during this playoff run with a plus 10.2 point margin. Birdville is averaging 61.6 points per game during this playoff run with a plus 12.6 margin. Even though they may be averaging more points and have a bigger win margin, the way that Westbrook handled Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, I do not see them losing. Well, Billy White still hooped for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial, but they took everybody else completely out the game, man.
Yes, they did.
Completely out the game, man. Shout out to Coach Mike, man.
Sure.
Elijah Garrett, Terry
sure.
Satcher.
For sure.
Hey, man, them boys is hooping, man. Dotson, all of them kids, man. Them kids is taking care of business, man. They bought in, they locked in, they motivated, they not letting nothing stand in their way. They are about business, and they about to get the job done in San Antonio. Rob, what's your takeaways, man?
Man, first of all, another hats off to Coach Mike, man. It's hard taking over for a legend coach. You know what I'm saying? It was some back and forth about, that hire or whatever, too. But taking over for Coach Butte, and man, Elijah Garrett, Terry Satcher, those guys stepped up, man. Elijah Garrett was leading the team on offense and defense, man. You know what I'm saying? And 31 points against that caliber of team who we seen on video was tough. They had beat 3 of the state finalists in the 6A Division II in the season. So, yeah, man, I respect Birdville, but bum on Westbrook. 409, baby.
Yeah, let's go Westbrook, man. They about to go and take care of business. This game is going to be another exciting game, man. Can't wait to watch it all go down, take place. But yeah, Westbrook is just going to be a little bit too much for Birdville in this one, man. Man, a lot of basketball, man. Let's get to 6A. Then I got a question for you once we get done with 6A, man. Up next, 6A, Denton Geyer versus the bad man himself, Charlie Bad Man Jones and the Katy Jordan Warriors. That's my box. If I was a boxing announcer, that's my voice. Charlie Bad Man Jones.
And
man.
the crowd goes wild. Coach, a.k.a. Coach Anderson.
Coach Anderson, what's going down,
Coach
man?
Anderson.
Nah, man. Coach Jones, man, versus Denton Geyer. Geyer's 33-7 on the season. Katy Jordan 35-3 on the season. Geyer's averaging 66 points per game during this playoff run with a plus 16.2 point margin of victory. Katy Jordan is averaging 52 points per game during the playoff run with a plus 9.4 victory. My guy Rob says it all the time. Region 3, 6A, it don't matter, even though it's a split. D1, D2, Region 3, 6A is a gauntlet just to get to state. And so the numbers may seem low, but Katie Jordan plays defense. They box out and they rebound. So Jordan Lowry, you better be ready.
Silas Rodriguez,
you better be ready because, hey, Elijah Black, Jaden Holt is coming for you. And then they backup guards is going to give you hell too.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I was watching the game and I seen when they was playing San Antonio Harlan, the coach had took out Josiah and the other guard from Harlan. And I seen Coach Jones, see him coming out. He went over, okay, y'all going to the other Black and the other guard. They went and got Elijah Black and Jaden Holt. And then as soon as they went back to the bench, I seen them get Elijah Black, Jaden Holt. Hey, y'all go check in. Hey, man, listen, man. Okay, take out your best guards. I'm going to take out my best guards. But guess what? My backup guards are better than your backup guards.
Yep.
My backup guards could be starters for somebody else's team. So you can go ahead and take out your starters because my backups is just as nice. But yeah, Katie Jordan plays really good defense.
Yes.
Really sound on the defensive end. They box out. They get after it. It's going to be a tough. Jude was a big difference maker in that first half. I think Jude and Ranford is going to be really big here against Geyer, man. And then the icing on the cake is just going to be Keegan knocking down tray balls, Elijah doing what Elijah does, Jaden getting to his midi. It's going to be nasty work, man. I got Jordan, big dub in this game, man. Let's go, fellas. We excited for y'all. We rooting for y'all, man. Take care of business. Get it done, man. Rob, what you got?
Hey, can you bring us back to the
Yeah.
I want to say this. I don't say this much. I said this last year with my guy, RIP, Coach Goffney was on here. Man, look, if my kids play sports, which they don't, right? My kids like football. My kids play basketball. Charlie Jones is on that list of kids, of coaches that I would let have my kids. You know what I'm saying? And be a mentor and a father figure to my kids, man. I highly respect his basketball acumen. I respect him as a leader of young men. I respect his mind as just a person, man. It's a good, and I'm not trying to sound, no homo, but it's a good aura when you go around Charlie Jones, man.
It is.
He exudes confident, but it's a humbleness about him. You know what I'm saying? And I admire him from afar, and I always ask him questions about different things. But man, look, the meteoric rise, right, that Charlie Jones has taken, going from that season at George Wrench, and then, that 5A, losing in the first round, you lose Son Mitchell, going to 6A. The first thing in 6A, this loss hurts me dearly, but you make it to the regional finals with these kids were sophomores, right? Last year, you go on, play Bel Air, get them a shock of the world. You lose in the third round. And now here in 6A, in your third year of existence in 6A, you in the state championship game. So that's all you need to know about where Charlie Jones is as a coach, man. I don't know if he's still on here or not, but I respect him. I got mad love for him. It's my guy. I'm with y'all in spirit, coach. That's what you say. Where I've been watching and I've been hearing. This dude right here been telling me. But I be watching though. I watched last night and I respect Jordan Lowry. I remember him as a sophomore. You know what I'm saying? I know Silas Rodriguez good, but you said Jude played good last night, but my guy that I've been yelling his name since last year, I think Ryan Fadika is going to be a huge X factor in that. I know at some point he's going to guard Silas Rodriguez. I know these matchups, and G-Day can attest to this. I don't be missing when I be saying my matchups most of the time. But I know that Ryan is an underrated kid, and he's going to be a huge factor on the offensive backboard and his low post offense, like, just giving him the ball. I'm not worried about Jaden Holt and Elijah Black. They gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? My man, what's my man named? Keegan
Moorhead.
Keegan got a strap. Drew gonna get the rebounds, man.
Yeah.
This the second time ever in KDISD history that a team made it this far. The last time we ain't get it done. But I believe in Charlie
Badman.
Badman. The B
there
stands
you
for
go.
Badman.
Yeah.
Charlie Badman Jones, man.
Yes, sir.
AKA Coach Ennis.
Yeah, the Charlie B. Jones. That's Charlie Badman
Jones.
Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right, man.
For sure.
Yeah, that should be a really good game, man. Saturday night, man, is gonna go down, man. Jordan, we definitely rooting for y'all, man. We there with y'all in spirit, man. Final game of the state championship, 6A D1, man. The game that everybody wants to see. Duncanville versus Bel Air. Duncanville 26-7 on the season. Bel Air 27-10 on the season. Duncanville averaging 73.6 points per game during their playoff run with a plus 21.4 point margin of victory. Bel Air is averaging 70.4 points per game during their playoff run with a plus 14.8 victory margin. Hey, Shelton Henderson was a man among boys last night versus San Antonio Brennan. If Shelton Henderson can play, he's been consistent all playoff. If he continues this consistent play in a state championship game and Coleman Dutton does not get in foul trouble, it's going to be a very long night for Duncanville Panthers. I'm telling you. You hear me, Craig? Paul Miranda.
No, G-Day, we ain't got to talk to them. David Peavy.
Coach
Do you
Peavy.
hear what we saying, David Peavy? I've been knowing you since the Caney days, with the Malcolm Epps days. David Peavy. Do you hear what we saying? We got Shelton Henderson and you don't. So you about to find out. Remember when you had Anthony Black? Yeah, you was doing all that rap capping. Yeah. We got Shelton Henderson and you don't. We respect Caden Edwards. We respect Bug. We do.
Bug Edwards is a bucket. He's a problem.
He's a bucket.
We know that.
But
we know Beckham is coming up in the ranks.
Yes, he is.
We know that. We know you got Cam Smith. We know.
Hey, we know
who y'all got, man.
But you ain't got Shelton Henderson, though.
Or LJ
Andrews, who quietly has been playing the most productive basketball.
He's been very productive as well this whole playoff.
Career.
Coleman has been really big, except for last night he was in foul trouble.
Yes, Coleman has been playing. The trio has been focused and locked in. J.D. Williams has been giving them energy, and Egypt Gibbs has been locking down things defensively. I ain't gonna say it's an easy win, Terrence, because Duncanville still they decorated. You know what I'm saying? They got Duncanville ain't coming out here with no little 38 now. They got an M16. You know what I'm saying? They got an M16. We just got a bazooka. But if that M16 hits you enough, you gonna fall down. But the thing that helps being realistic and talking basketball, the thing that helps us with that is last night, Bel Air shot 6 threes. Brennan shot 34. Brennan went 5 for 34 from the 3-point line. Bel Air shot 6 threes. Bel Air was getting downhill to the rim. That helps in the Alamo Dome with that depth perception. Because Bug Edwards never played in the Alamo Dome, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe Duncanville made it since he's been there. But
I'm laughing at Jacoby, man. Keep going.
No, I'm looking at him. But I don't know how that depth perception gonna affect Caden Edwards because he's a jump shooter. But I know Shelton Henderson gonna touch that paint though. Shelton Henderson gonna touch that paint. And if they rough like I know they gonna rough at state, Oh yeah.
Tell them again, T. Martin. This ain't football, man. We on the hardwood.
For sure.
Let's go, man. I'm excited about this state championship games this weekend. Like I said, man, it's definitely gonna be on the screen in my classroom. We definitely watch it.
Oh, I'm
It's
definitely.
not even a question.
I'm tapped in.
Cause we watch March Madness. We hope my parents ain't nobody watching. Hey, we be watching when my brother and them be playing Twitch on the video game. Hey man, we be getting it in.
Jacoby say you got hair implants.
Oh no, man, this is my real hair. I
He
just
say he ain't never seen you with hair before.
I know. Yeah, you late to the show. I told everybody at the beginning. Nobody seen G Day with hair, man. This is G Day with hair, brother.
Oh man, I can't wait. This is like that year. This kind of make up for that year of COVID that we didn't get to see because the matchups is kind of equal. Like,
man, that COVID year would have been crazy, man.
Yeah, that was a wild year. Hey, you said you had a question for me.
I do, just in general, man. For anybody can chime in. Anybody who's watching, and you as well. I know they split it Division 1, Division 2, right? And so that's why we're seeing history with like your HISD having 3 teams, make it. In past, there will only be 2 possible because 2 of those teams are both from 4A. Just all honesty, how are y'all liking the split? I only don't like it. I'll go first. I only don't like it because you don't get to go to the Alamo Dome for your state semifinal game.
Yeah.
I feel that sets up the state championship game. Because even if y'all did state semifinals and state championship and the tournament lasted the whole week, y'all will make the money, UIL. Like, y'all make the money. That's my only part that I don't like. The teams don't get the full experience of how it used to be at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's the only bad part. That, yes, and regional tournament, Coach Jones. I did miss the regional tournament this year. I did miss that. But I did like the fact that y'all did play a lot of double headers. More than normal.
It was. This is the first time I could honestly say that off the top of my head, the first time in probably 5 years that multiple rounds had double headers.
Yeah, it was like that the cover year. The cover year was a lot of double. The cover year we had triple headers.
Yeah, it was. It was 4. It was like 4 or 4:30.
Yeah, the cover year we had a lot of triple headers.
Yeah.
Before COVID had hit. But this is the first time since then that we've had a lot of double headers, and I do appreciate that aspect. But I do miss the regional tournament. I do, and I'm sad that teams don't get the full Alamo Dome San Antonio experience as far as state semifinal and state championship game.
Yeah, that's my gripe.
I get it. I understand the move of UIL and doing it. You get more teams in, sell more tickets, have more championships crowned. Cool, got that. But for me, that's it, man. But
yeah. When we heard, so I ain't saying we special or nothing, but we be hearing about stuff before the general public do.
Yeah, but see, I'm glad you brought that up. Cause I'm gonna miss it this year, bro. Cause I'm not gonna be able to go. I gotta get my grandson. Family first.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna miss getting in them rooms when the big wigs be talking, and I ain't supposed to be in the room.
Yeah,
because I done walked in talking to a coach from a school, and we just walking through, and then we just sitting down, and oh man, over here and getting conversations.
Yeah, for sure. Cause we got this news last year at the state tournament before it broke.
Yeah.
that they was voting on this, and it just soured the mood. You know, we were still happy to be there and be covering it, but it kind of soured the mood knowing that
of media row, bro, not just
this is gonna be the last time.
What's my football guy name?
Matt Step.
Shout out to Matt Step, man.
Step Bones, man. Hey, we ain't even
the main one who was like, man, I don't like that.
Yeah, we ain't even
him and the Hoop Insider guy, man. Shout out to the Hoop Insider guy who be wearing the cowboy hat at state.
Oh, for sure, yes,
man.
Yes.
Them all my peoples, man.
Yeah, nah,
I'm gonna miss y'all this year.
Last year, and we was like, man, coaches, people not gonna like it, fans not gonna like it. And then once it came to playoffs, people kind of forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? And
because you got a lot of tougher matchups earlier on in the playoffs than what normally when you get those 1 versus 4 seeds, how it used to be. A lot of your first, second rounds were really bad in past. You had upsets here and there, but this year it was just a little bit tougher.
Like you normally wouldn't have had a attached seed of Travis. And then attached to the play 7 Lakes right after that.
Yeah.
And then 7 Lakes play Bel Air right after that.
Yeah. It was a lot of you got quicker to the action.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I do appreciate that part of it, man. Yeah, Coach Armand, I know y'all traveled a lot for Marshall.
Didn't they have to go to Victoria West or something?
Yeah, twice. That was just for conference district play.
District play, yeah.
Yeah, but even just their playoffs, man, like they had to travel.
Yeah. They had to get on that road.
They had to travel, so all that traveling gonna pay off this weekend, Coach Armand, man.
So
it's gonna pay off this weekend in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. Yeah, so I just want to know how everybody felt about the split, if they like it, if they don't, what they like about it, what they don't like about it. I hope, and that's why I wanted to go, because I wanted to talk to Johnny Hawk and those guys,
Hawk
man.
Carter. Johnny Hawk Carter.
And talk to them guys and be like, man, can we at least bring the regional tournament back? We can still keep the split. Let's bring the regional tournament back as well. But yeah, and I appreciate the crowds from the high schools.
Who had the best crowd?
Y'all came out and supported. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. The best high school playoff game was Wheatley versus Yates at Delmar Fieldhouse. Even all the doubleheaders Delmar had, nothing compared to that one solo game where it was packed from the top to the bottom. I'm talking about the top. No seat was empty to the bottom, to the court side, and then people were still standing around watching the game. That was an amazing atmosphere, man. Great atmosphere. A lot of people would have felt in danger, but I felt
intimidated.
Safe.
Yeah.
I felt good, brother. It felt like being back home. And so I was like, oh man, this how it's supposed to be every time. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. But just outside of that, just a lot of school support. It was good seeing that more school support this year than past years. More fan support. Hey man, I gotta shout out Coach Burrell and Wheatley one more time. Hey, they had state championship shirts on at the Yates playoff game. Hey, Wheatley fans did not. They said we won state. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Spoken into
Terrence Morton. G-Day know it went down.
Yeah, man. Hey, I was trying to be like the kids. T. Martin, I was trying to get my phone and record all the shenanigans taking place. But I was like, nah, let me get on out of here because I had that thing on the side of me in the car, brother. So I just want to let's just be safe. Let's be safe, man.
I want to say this though. We forgot this when we was talking about the game. Shout out, a big time, sincere shout out goes out to Coach Bruce Glover.
Oh yeah,
a much maligned figure in the annals of Houston high school basketball. He has never wavered from how he did things. People have said a lot of stuff about him. but he made it, and well, he already announced it. It's already out. Gary already put it out that he's retiring after this year. He said he's leaving, and I just got to say, shout out, congratulations. I know it wasn't always easy, after the untimely death of one of his players, Toby, who was gonna be a All-American, Deji, who was on his way to Texas A&M that next summer. Coach Glover, didn't even know if he wanted to continue doing it or not. But for him to continue on 15 years after that, you know what I'm saying, it's a testament to him. And it paid off, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to, I ain't want to leave Coach Glover out, man, because he'd have been at Bel Air for a long time. And to see him in his last game, in the money game, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir, man. Yeah, I know Silsby played Wheatley closer, but it was just the atmosphere, man. Like that was a good old fashioned Fifth Ward versus Third Ward rivalry, and I'm not talking about just on the basketball court. Like you felt it, you've seen it. Like I'm talking about dudes came in there with their colors on. Like if you don't know what like rags, like hey, like sets, but like, and that sounds like I said, intimidating, scary, man. But for me, I felt at home. That's what I'm from, and that's how basketball games are back home. That's just how they are.
The essence of it,
every game's packed out. It could be a team 0-20 playing against another team 0-20. It's packed though. It's just packed. And I missed that. And that I was glad to be able to be in that atmosphere down here, man. Yeah, man, it was fun. It was a great high school season. It's not quite over yet because we still got state. We got unfinished business. And we're gonna take care of business this weekend, man. Hey, I hope all y'all get rest up. Y'all enjoy, y'all stay, y'all take it in. Like literally, when you walk in the Alamo Dome, can be very, what's the word I want to use here?
Intimidating.
Yeah, I was going to try to use a bigger word, but that's good. We'll say
overwhelming.
It can, yes, overwhelming is another good one. Yes, it can be exhilarating as well. Like you can get like a real quick blood rush, and then but once you hit that court, all you see is the big bright lights and a dead noise, bro. But it's fans is roaring, but you don't even hear it. I had one time I had talked to Terrence Arsenal after the game, and he was like, I couldn't even hear coach. I couldn't even hear the fans. I just knew where my mom and dad was at, but I couldn't hear nothing. Hey man, it's an experience. So take it in, enjoy it, live in the moment. This your last game, man. Play your heart out. Leave nothing on the court, man.
For sure.
That's all I got, man. Those are my final words of the night, man. Appreciate y'all for the whole season. Yeah, we disrespecting them.
Yeah,
Craig.
we disrespecting them. Craig.
This is the only time we disrespect teams that's not from Houston. When it's the state championship time.
For sure.
That's the only time. Other than that, we cool with almost all those coaches and the kids, man.
Love them. But now
this is the only time.
War. It's war.
Yeah.
We don't even
I ain't even from Houston, but I'm in it.
You want to see my hairline, Craig? That's what you want to see, huh? You want to see the sabbatical? See, my stuff's still right there, brother. Yeah. It's just nappy because I ain't got no barber down here. Yeah. Now take that hat off. I bet you want to take that hat off and get on camera. Yeah, do a video with that hat off, Craig. Yeah.
Shout out to Craig, man.
Shout out to Craig Smith, man. One of the best with the camera in his hand.
He is, man.
Metroplex, man.
A legend with his own.
For sure.
Man, definitely. But yeah, man, you got any final words?
Man, look, don't go to San Antonio. Don't go to San Antonio.
Tell them again, Odyssey. It ain't where we from, but it's where we at, man. We in the H.
We in the H,
representing,
baby.
Man.
Hey, man, don't get back on that bus feeling like you could have, would have, should have did something.
Oh yeah, even if it's a loss, man, get on that bus proudful, bro. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It is. It's gonna hurt for a while, but be proud of. You made it to a place that a lot of people don't make it to. A lot of people don't make the state championship games, man. Live in this moment. A lot of kids leave and go, and I'm not shitting on a prep school, but a lot of kids leave. They don't get to experience this. You know, yeah, the competition may be a little bit better that they're playing night in, night out, but there's no atmosphere like this. They don't get to experience this.
Nope.
They don't. So take it in, enjoy it, man. Have fun. And bring home them gold balls, baby. Let's go. Pause. Yes, sir, man. Man, we'll see you on Sunday. Championship row on Sunday, man.
For sure.
It's going down, man. I didn't want to invite all the coaches on today because I want the coaches to come on. Because every coach I was going to invite on, I'm inviting them on Sunday because they're going to be champions.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to have a champion party. Ain't nothing but a champion party. And I'm going to have Tupac in the back up. Ain't nothing but a champion party. Yeah, it's going to go down, man. We're going to have fun. And then we're going to end our high school season with the kickoff, like always, the infamous Shot 30 Clock high school draft, where yours truly will always put together the best high school team. And it just is what it is, man. Rob can do all this. Hey, I'm telling y'all, 2 years in a row, I've had the best roster.
No, you didn't. I had Chris McDermott and JoJo. No way you was beating me.
Bro, we was getting buckets on y'all.
No way you was beating me.
We was getting buckets, man.
How can you stream the championship game?
They'll be on the NFHS network. That's the only way. You can't watch it through Texan Live. The only way you can watch it is NFHS network.
And it's a charge. You got to pay.
Yeah, it's not free. It's not free. I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, you could buy. I know it's two different packages. You could buy a package for the that day, or you could buy a package to watch all, however many games it is. How many games it is a day? 4?
4 games a day.
12
or
games.
You could just get a subscription.
Yes, that's the easiest one.
And then you could watch that game and then go back and watch whichever game you want to watch.
Odyssey, I don't know about that, Odyssey.
Man, Odyssey, I cannot speak on that at this moment in time, Odyssey. But yeah,
Odyssey dropping Woj bombs in the comment section.
But yeah, T. Martin, if you got the app already, that's how you'll be able to watch state this year. No Southwest Valley Sports.
Valley Southwest Sports.
Whatever it's called, man. I'm glad they got rid of that. Because basically, if you didn't have cable, you couldn't watch state at all.
No. And the angle from that. Have you ever watched it on TV? The angle from that is crazy.
No.
Bad angle.
No, I haven't. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Excited for state, like I said. Excited for next week. No, I honestly, I know it is, brother.
Yes,
but we're gonna talk about it after. We just want to finish on a high note, man.
He said, "What?" Easy say, "What's it on?" In NFHS.
Yeah, it's a app, NFHS, or you can get online nfhs.org. And you can do a subscription that way. And if you somebody with multiple kids, it's kind of beneficial to you anyway, because you can always go back and watch their games. So if you got a daughter who plays volleyball, son who plays basketball, or if your son plays football, daughter plays softball, baseball, they broadcast all the high school sports, swimming, in wrestling, whatever. you can definitely go and see and check it out, man. But until the next time, man, that's it, man. That's what we got, man. Like I said, we'll see you on Sunday back here. Championship party ain't nothing but a championship party. Sunday, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. We'll do our draft and we'll get ready for AAU season, man. But until the next time,